Hey guys, Chelsea Baldwin, one of the writers from Niche Hacks, actually sent me a message and wanted me to contribute a little information, especially to you new marketers, about why I like Textbroker and why I use it for all of my content needs. So we're going to go over a couple of things, and I'm going to tell you why I use them and the pitfalls that I kind of stayed away from, or the ones that I learned about that really killed one of my sites about 5 years ago. Probably back in 2011, I had a website that I built, and it had about 242 posts, and it was making some money. But that's when I learned about Google Sandbox and how they can just basically de-index your site and completely wipe it out. Now, when that happened, at the time, I was using Fiverr for all my content needs. And, again, I never heard about Textbroker. Of course, Textbroker is a pretty new company. Yes, they've been around during the time of Fiverr, but at the same time, I didn't have $25 to spend on an article or 30 or whatever it is, for 1,000 words. But normally, back in the day, you would go to Fiverr, writing and translation, articles and blog posts. Um, and of course, you got the recommended gigs. I will write original web content, $5. I know that seems like a tease. It's very hard for someone to actually write content, sometimes because you just don't have the time, and so you want to outsource it, so to speak. But there's a lot of dangers involved in this, and believe me when I say that, because I lost a highly profitable website, again, several years ago. And the thing of it is that I didn't realize that the content that some of these people were writing off these Fiverr gigs were scraped content or spun content, because I was still learning the game, so to speak. And, I neglected to go to CopyScape and basically copy paste. We'll copy the article from the Fiverr gig and then paste it in here and check for plagiarism or duplicate content or whatever. And that was my biggest mistake. And so if you decide to go with Fiverr gigs, whatever you do before you publish a blog post on your website, you'll want to run it through CopyScape. Now, CopyScape is fairly cheap. It doesn't cost that much money. As you can see, I got 188 credits remaining. So, it's just kind of like going in somewhere, and I don't know, I don't know. We'll do something about niche hacks, since this is for niche hacks. So we'll go here and we'll just take Niche Hacks website just to kind of show you. Now they have, writers. I know Chelsea is one of them. Nader's also another one. But, how to start a travel blog. So let's say you put in a gig with Fiverr, and then they came back with this content. So, you would just basically copy and paste the entire article, which I'm not doing in this case, but I'll just take a piece of it and then just paste it in here, and then you do premium search. Now, if it's been syndicated on other websites, I can understand that. So as you can see, it's in blogging archives, ultimate guide, resource traffic. So these are 5 results found for the text that you pasted. Now, I'm sure at the time they are the first people to actually write the blog post, and so you want 0 results, okay, if you're using Fiverr gigs, okay? I'm sure they got shared on other blogging. You'll see you got category and ultimate guide resources and so forth. But you want 0 results if you're doing Fiverr, okay? Now, with that being said, one of the reasons why I like using Textbroker for all my content needs is that they have CopyScape built into them. So instead of paying for a gig on Fiverr and also buying credits on CopyScape, it's all built into this system. So once you log into Textbroker, especially if you're a newbie, the thing you're going to want to do is look for authors, okay? And you can do search up here at the top, and then you'll go through here. I typically like to use 5-star writers. Anything 4 and 5-star only. If you get into 3 and 2 stars, the quality level of the article is just going to be, crap, okay? Just plain and simple. So you can see that this author here, is a 4-star. She writes about marketing, new writing, and editing. This guy, his occupation and major is a biologist. You can just go ahead and refine your searches and just click on 4 stars and click on 5 stars. Okay, and you can just go through here, and depending on your niche, look at their occupation and major, like right here. See if it's relevant. Another thing you want to look at is total text written, okay, or total written text. So she's only written under 200 articles. This guy is under 200. Also look at their rejection rate. See, this lady's got 0.19%. This guy's got 0.21%. You know, just go through there and really make sure you're looking at these guys, these authors, these writers, and making sure that their credits and stuff are in line. You really want to get somebody that's just like super good, and it might take some time, to go through here and find the right writer. But again, like I say, I use 5-star writers, and I don't mind sharing my writer with you if she's in here, because she always appreciates new business. But the one that I use is, where is she at? Who's in here somewhere? Let's see. Well, anyways, we'll just go to her direct because she's one of my favorites. So we'll go to my favorites address book here, and MC Walker. Now, as you can see, back over here, let me just go back. Text that she's written 6,573 articles, okay, and probably about half of those are mine, if not more. But her rejection rate is 0.06%, and she's 5 stars, guys. Again, she writes like anything. I mean, you can see home improvement, projects, politics, current events, cookie shopping, literature, writing, religious movies. She has a English secondary education and teaching, so she's really good. I mean, her order capacity per week is like 95 articles, so she's smoking. So once you go in there, and let's just say you want to pick her, you'll go to administration, and I'll just give you an example. Like I did an article on chicken coops the other day, just for the heck of it. So if I did chicken coops in Google, okay, I would do this and just type it in Google, and you see all the drop downs over here on the right. That's what I'll typically do. So I'll put my cursor in front of that and just hit it once, or hit W, A, and then you'll see all this, like what, because I always do the what, why, who, when, how, because that's what people always type in. How do I fix this? What do I need to fix this? Why do I need to fix this? Or whatever. So with these drop downs, I'll go over to Textbroker, and let's just say she's already completed the article for me, and as you can see, I've got other ones in order. But this one I did on the 11th of this month, and I did 1,209 words, and it cost me $29.19. But let me show you how I put it together. And this is what you should also do if you're going to put your content together. Okay, first of all, my order title was Chicken Coop, and then my project name is Chicken Coops. Okay, and then you put in your minimum words, max words. I really didn't do a keyword density on this one, but you can when placing a new order. And I give her 1 day, but that's no big deal. Normally she gets it back to me pretty quick. So this is what was required by me. Okay, so as you can see, this is all I did. This is how I placed my order. I put number 1, how to build chicken coops. Okay, it's that who, how, when, why. Okay. So I would do how, see, how to big chicken coops right there. So that's the number 1 recommended thing that drops down on Google, okay? And then second, I would do best chicken coop plans, okay? So you go, the first one was, what was it? How to build a chicken coop. If you type in B, it's going to say best chicken coops or best chicken coops to buy or whatever, but they also do like plans. I know that there's a ClickBank affiliate product that you can use, and that's kind of why I did that. The next one was do it yourself chicken coops is number 3, and 4 building chicken coops is number 4. But that's how I put all that together. So each piece of information will look like this when you get it back. How to build chicken coops, she's probably got 300 words. Best chicken coop plans, she's probably got about 300 words. Do it yourself chicken coops, building chicken coops, and so forth. So, I mean, that's a complete article. Now, the cool thing about it is you can see up here, CopyScape is already in it, guys. So you don't have to worry about going to the CopyScape website, copying and all this stuff and pasting it and then doing a premium search. It's already built into this, which is really cool. Now, the required keyword density I did was 6, okay? So you can actually go over here and highlight all keywords, okay? So chicken coop was the one that I wanted. And as you can see, she's got 6 keywords in there. My keyword density, I think, was like 6% or whatever. I like to stay around 5, 6, maybe 7% keyword density. I know she has a lot up here on top, but I can always change that, okay? And I can add some more in the bottom or actually put one here. I like to do 1 keyword per, you know, like paragraph, maybe a couple more in my title. Excuse me. So anyways, that's how you would do that. So if we go over here to assignments, we'll go back to administration. You want to do a project name. Let's just say we, I don't know. Let's just do Textbroker. So as you can see, you could do an article like Textbroker, okay? So I'll just type in, what does Textbroker pay? What does Craigslist mean on Textbroker? Or CL, what's a Textbroker? What happened to Textbroker? So again, I would do the what, who, when, where, how, and then we'll just put in like the title name, Textbroker, create new project. Go down here at the bottom, and we just click start. And then, like I said, you know, she's one of my favorites, so I'd go from favorites, and I would select her. And then, of course, you're going to go in here in the general order information, okay? You'll do categories. What would Textbroker be? I don't know. Education, we'll just say it's education because I'm educating you on something. You'll do a word count. So let's say that you do 1,000 words. Okay, if you want SEO options on, which I recommend, you can do that. And you can also check keyword check, and this is what's going to give you your density, guys. So we'll do order title as Textbroker here, and then just copy and then paste that as keyword. And then over here on the left is my order briefing. Now, as you can see, you've got your cost over here for what you're going to do. So the cost on this is going to be $24.38 for a 1,000-word article. Repeat each keyword, let's say 5 times, because that's what I like to do. And then so over here I would do number 1 on the order briefing, and then just put it, you know, like, what is Textbroker, okay? And then I'd go down to number 2, you know, like, how much does Textbroker pay? Okay, and then I'd go down a couple more and do like number 3. I don't know. I'll just go over here like to Google for some more suggestions. Like I said, this is what I do. So we'll do like, how does Textbroker work? So then you could do that. So instead of how does it pay, how does Textbroker work? And then maybe do like a number 4. And I do this for every piece of content that I create, folks. I mean, this is what works for me. And like I said, I've got sites that, I mean, generate over 500,000 visitors a month from me following this system. And we'll do like, does Textbroker pay well? Okay. So it's like, what is Textbroker? How much does Textbroker pay? How does Textbroker work? And do they pay well? Now here's the thing that you have to remember. I know this may take a little bit of time for you, and maybe you just like the easy way, but you have to understand is that I'm hitting key points up here in the search that people are already looking for, okay? So I'm taking 4 different long-tailed keywords suggested by Google, and then I'm putting them into my order briefing over here, okay? And I'm going to submit my order, and then she's going to write all that information down there. So the cool thing about it is that these are all going to be H2 tags, okay? What is Textbroker is going to be H1, and then I'm going to have the following tags beneath it with the content and the focus keyword density. Now, as you can see, the keyword density on this is 5. Now, if you want to repeat the keyword, you can actually do 6, and then it'll be, because typically when I do 1,000 words, obviously if you do 5, it's going to be 5%, 6, 6%, 7, so forth. So that's how I put it all together. Now you can calculate the order, and once you go through there, of course I spent all my funds the other day, I need to do a deposit, but then it'll tell you, and you can look over everything, and then once you do it, it'll say place order, and you're done, okay? But that's how I do it, guys. I love Textbroker. I'm so disappointed that I didn't find them earlier when I first started, but as a new marketer, if you have enough funds or monies to use Textbroker, I mean, you don't have to do 1,000 words. You can do 800 or something or whatever. It's going to save you a headache by doing it this way, because you avoid all the other hassles. And believe me, if you get content that you copy and paste off a Fiverr gig, put it in CopyScape, and then run a premium search, and you see duplicate content on other websites, and it's supposed to be original, then you're going to have to write that guy back and say, hey, this ain't going to work for me. I mean, it's on 15 other websites. You got to redo it, so then you have to wait for the revisions and so forth. With this, guys, you're eliminating all that, okay? So that's why I love to use Textbroker for all my content needs. Hope you enjoyed the video.